Pisa stand at the dawn of yet another league campaign. The overwhelming question being, of course, how ready are they? It's a great time to be a fan. Smiles are beaming, expectations are up. They've been deprived of the game during the off-season. It feels like an eternity. New hopes, new faces, but the same old game. That match-day feeling is well and truly back. We are in the port city of Porto, and this, unmistakably, the Estadio do Dragão. Blue, certainly the colour. So everybody starts on nothing. Last season is in the past. We are all equals.
Well, with star names and new faces, both on the pitch and on the bench, let's hope for a more attractive, competitive and unpredictable league. A better product for all to see, although I'm beginning to think that we're asking for the impossible. We'll get lots to analyse and debate come what may as ever. And this ought to get us off to a busy start. I've been waiting for this quite a while, and I know you have too, Peter. So, here we go.
So, it's away we go then. That's a throw. Pisa paid tribute to their manager recently, and why not? He did bring them the title.
He deserves all the praise that comes his way from me after his success last term, but the fans will be looking for even more now. That's the game for you, and he'll undoubtedly want to show that he can maintain success and enhance his own...
He's had a shot! Massive leap! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Forward pass. Looks to thread it through. Chance! In he goes again! Goal! Torino! And Torino take the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Torino take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And it's Willian. Shapes to shoot! Sousa, and the weighted pass. Here it comes. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Aslani. Cassidy plays it out to the flank. Gets up to head it! It's broken loose. And it's played forward. Shores positions himself well and cuts it out. Maripan. Looks to bypass the midfield. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Battles to win it back. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Has a pop! And it's Giroud. Willian. Willian. Good hits one! It's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So we reached the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Forward it goes. Pings it out wide. Casate. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow...
Face to face with the going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Shores. Maripan plays it forward. Willian, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Willian. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Remains 1-1 with about a quarter of the game to play. Pisa cannot keep hold of the ball. Well, that's where he wants it. Willian. Esteves. He's gone for it! And that has been clubbed away. Now the counter. Casade. Maripan. Sosa with the crossfield ball. Chance, big chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Giroud fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
They've played it short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's left his man.
Torino showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Right through the middle. Shores cuts it out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's got options out wide. Sosa. He's made sure that that won't get through. Torino have to get it into the box and quickly. Casade! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Sosa! And that is that. Pisa take a point there. All things considered, a pretty good point. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Both managers may not admit it in public, but privately they may have taken a draw before a ball was kicked. Avoiding defeat keeps enthusiasm and spirit high, so plenty to remain buoyant about here.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. Bari appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
And that gets things running. Played towards the front men. Well played, he saw that coming. Pisa made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Gets good distance on it. He's had a look, goes for goal! It's there!
Pisa are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Pisa grab an early lead. Good start. Tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple.
Hits one! And in it goes! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Bari are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Forward it goes. Lasagna has been found. Layla goes up and over. Has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets away from his opponent. He's gone for it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
They've played it short. Plays it out to the flank. Played into the mid. Great leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Chance! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Jim, your thoughts?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Simic. Lasagna pushes to get on the end of it. Well positioned to make that interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Pisa have a free kick. And here's Willian, coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's got through, cut out in the nick of time. Bonfanti. Lasagna plays it out to the wing. It's a brilliant interception. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could fall anywhere! Played out to the right. Just brushed off the ball there. Gets the better of his man. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Out to the right. And it's half-time here. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if...
Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Esteves. Now it's Willian. Esteves. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Willian. Out to the left it goes. Over it, and the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And here's Willian. Crowd hits one! Simic drives it forward. Simic to play it forward. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
And it's played forward. Breaks on here. Finds himself eased off the ball. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Striding forward, facing goal. Tries a shot! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Keeper sends it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bardi desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gets it back. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Hit into the middle.
Derry are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Pisa just have to run down the clock. There's the through ball. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Over to the left. Dinks one in. Nice little flick. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off. And that will be the final act. Pisa win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it, perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. How would you summarise what we've seen today then? Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The Estadio do Dragão in Porto, distinctive in so many ways by comparison with its Lisbon rivals. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. So we're up and running. Bob. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Haaland did well there, he was onto it in a trice.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
Norway take the early advantage. Kaplan. Looks to dink one in. It's a brilliant interception. Forward it goes. Now it's Haaland. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Goulet floats one over, looks to play him in, but a minor communications breakdown. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Goulet. Tries to get it forward quickly. Bob. Haaland. And it's played forward. Dashing forward at pace. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Kaplan. Kukçu. Goulet. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Haaland. He's had that put on a plate. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Norway with a chance here to increase their lead. He'll fancy himself from here. Odegaard! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Odegaard goes short. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Kaplan. Kukçu. Plays it out to the flank. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's played him through. Has a hit! It's there! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And it's half-time here. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Norway head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. So, we're into the second 45.
Norway playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Goulet, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Driving on, a real charge here. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Arnstad. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's got through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Looking to break out here. Kukçu. He's left his man. Plays it back. Arnstad. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Turkey opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
Odegaard. Yildiz. And he's away. Goulet. Chip through, goes for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Yildiz clearly urging that to slip inside the aluminium. That's unfortunate.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Bob. Hoists it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still...
Real chance!
Turkey merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Battles to win it back. He's gone. So that's it. It is all over. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Norway can always take
Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance. Great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper. The traffic has been extraordinary. But the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. We are in the port city of Porto, and this unmistakably the Estadio do Dragão. Blue, certainly the colour. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. So it's away we go then. Ødegaard tries to get it forward quickly. Haaland has a hit! Goal! Norway! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time! Norway take the early advantage. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ødegaard. Arnstad hoists it forward, cuts it out, and it's played forward. Lopez goes looking, and that's put paid to a promising move. Ødegaard, forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Haaland. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's played forward. Oh, good interception. Ødegaard. Norway are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Lovely bit of skill there. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Norway take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Lopez plays it forward. Estegard is there to heave it away. Ødegaard. Arnstad. Ødegaard. Oh, some tackle that. That's the throw. Hoists it high. Keeper's ball. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Arnstad tries to get it forward quickly. Towering header! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back. It's on a plate. Haaland. And he's there to clear it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Norway in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Ødegaard. 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 Estegard drives it forward. Faguli. Breaks on here. Hoists it forward. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Ødegaard. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Faguli goes looking. Dashing forward at pace. And here's Mahrez.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's coming on the right now. What's on? He's left his man. That was always going to be the keeper's. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Ødegaard. Goes for the cross. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Hit into the middle. And it's played forward. It's a throw in. That's a throw. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Lopez. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vestergaard. Forat tries to get it forward quickly. Arnstad. And that is that. Norway always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, we saw some textbook football from wide areas that continued to produce expansive attacking play that was ultimately too hard to handle. They were simply too good in the wide area.
Pisa preparing here to be a part of the opening act of another major European club season. An epic tale lies ahead, a footballing drama to unwind over the course of the next 10 months. One where the central cast, both team and individual, will get to write their own story should they survive long enough. This, episode 1. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. So it's back, bigger and better than ever before. We hope everybody is ready for another ride on the emotional roller coaster.
Well, the biggest show in town just now, Peter, and everyone wants to be a part of it. A competition that seems to draw out the whole gamut of emotions. And in keeping with that, we've got an atmosphere with a real sense of enthusiasm here. And I'm hoping we get lift-off once this game kicks off.
And that gets things running. Lokomotiv Moscow. Goes for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Has a goal! Pisa will be looking to keep their concentration levels high as they look to buck a worrying recent trend of shipping early goals. Now it's Willian. He's got away. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Neither side yet able to find the net. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Chifchi crosses it in. Ki Sung-yong plays it forward. That's a decent ball. It could be in here. Danger averted for now. And it's been taken straight back. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And he's on a charge. Carries far too far and out of play. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Out to the left it goes. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Dashing forward at pace. And he's on his way! Just the keeper to beat, and a shot! They've done it! The second half off to a spectacular start!
Lokomotiv Moscow are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Has a hit! A real chance to break. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And they've been caught out here. He's got options out wide. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! Willian boasts the best record in the team when it comes to receiving passes. Cuts it out. Played towards the front men. Now a chance to break. Goes for goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And it's Willian. Oh, he's found him in space. They've got a corner here. Lokomotiv Moscow making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Oh, sweet feet. He's gone for it! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Ki Sung-yong tries to get it forward quickly. Rudiger could be thinking about a shot here. Goes for it! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Willian.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
And it's Rudiger. And he's there to hoof it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the first game is lost, and there is ground to be made up. The margin for error significantly reduced. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, sometimes going into chase mode can bring out the best in teams, and we're about to discover if this one
Well, hello and welcome along to everyone who's joining us for our live broadcast today. We are full steam ahead for this from the gantry, but we have to report to you first up that the match itself, whilst not jeopardised by the weather, certainly may have its dynamic affected by this torrential stair-rod rain which is upon us and which has appeared almost from nowhere in the hour or so up to kick-off. It could prove a considerable test for the officials and certainly for the players. We do have our fingers crossed that it won't affect the game itself, but I tell you what, this could be a bit different. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. And that gets things running. Two of the league's unbeaten sides. Too soon to read much into that, though. Willian. And the counter is on. Out to the left it goes. Here it comes. Header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Pisa can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
There's a long ball. Oh, real danger here. Has a pop! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He's thrown. Big chance! Goal! Frosinone! First blood drawn. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Frosinone, go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Gets into some space. And that's been levered clear. Could move up a gear here. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
Pisa have it back and they can go again. Forward it goes. Well, they can break here. Ki Sung-young positions himself well and cuts it out.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
And here's Ki Sung-young. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Willian. He's gone for it! Back of the net! They are right back in business.
Pisa produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Pisa grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Darbo. Played into the mid, in for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Decent looking ball. Here it going for goal! Goal! Frosinone! And they've got their lead back.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Frosinone go into the lead. Coaxed through there. Ball driven towards the far post. Bonfanti. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And help's available out wide. Goalkeeper's ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we're off again.
Pisa don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Lovely bit of skill. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Lobs it in gently. Ki Sung-young does well to read it and intercepts. Frosinone were grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
Now it's William. Has a pop! Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. Now it's William.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
It's got through to him. And And the finish! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Willian, good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward.
Pisa are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Darbo. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! Hoists it forward. Defenders on the back foot. Fires from distance. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two changes being made right now.
Frosinone probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Frosinone certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
That intervention was very necessary. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing defeat. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Pisa lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. Bologna have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
And we're underway. Pisa have had a strange old start. 1-1 drawn, 1 lost, 1. What do we make of them?
Consistently inconsistent, Peter, certainly in terms of the results. And it really is a case of which version you're going to get. I'm not sure what's going to turn up on this pitch.
Bilgard. Tries to locate someone up front. Calabria. Tries to get it forward quickly. Juan Miranda. Lukumi drives it forward. Ki Sung-young. Bilgard.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Esteves. He's through. Now it's Willian. Shoots! He's scored!
Pisa are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Bilgard. Pisa are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. It's being played forward. Lukumi goes looking. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Just brushed off the ball there. Hoists it forward. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, that's neat. Has a hit! Hit into the middle, and he's cut it out. Castro gets into a dangerous position. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Pisa leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Pisa going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Cuts it out. Bruno Cortez. Pisa lost a tight game last time and are now looking to respond positively. It's a clearance, but not much of one. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Bro. Ki Sung-young. So still just a goal between them. Almost an hour gone. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Defending of the desperate variety. It's Castro! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Ki Sung-young hoists it forward.
That is some very intelligent play from the forwards here. Great movement.
And what's making it work?
Well, it's...
And a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Bologna are making a change now. And he's there to clear it. And a shot! Juan Miranda does well there, alert.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's played forward. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Martins. They are right into last chance territory.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Battles to win it back. Pisa just have to run down the clock. Has a goal! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side,
as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Pisa can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Well, good day to you. You join us on a pretty wet afternoon here. The clouds have opened and it is raining, a little bit wet and miserable. But that ought not to put us off. We are all indeed itching to go. Last few final checks and formalities are being gone through now. There is a very good crowd in, a boisterous crowd too, smashing atmosphere. And on a day like this, in this part of the world, there is nowhere you would rather be, with or without the rain. We are in the port city of Porto, and this unmistakably the Estadio do Dragão, blue, certainly the colour. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
And we're underway. Now it's Willian. Soulé. El Ainawi. Kone. Ferguson. Baldanzi. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. El Ainawi. Has a hit! That's gone a long way up and away. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Ferguson demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Ferguson. Across the field it goes. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Kone created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Roma do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Hits one! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Pisa really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Forward it goes. Kone. Ndika. Ferguson. Oh, shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Tries to stroke it through. Soulé. Hit into the middle. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Soulé! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
He's through. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Baldanzi. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now. Still goals. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. There's the start of the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Pellegrini, and it's played forward. Soulé. And the shot! That's a brilliant interception. Real chance!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Indica. Roma, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. El Ainawi. Kone. Baldanzi. Looking, has a pop! They've done it!
Roma are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Pisa can make their change now with a break in play. Roma take the lead, 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
This could spell danger.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
El Shaarawy, who gave his side the first half lead in his last game. Great volley it was as well. Indica. Ferguson. Baldanzi. Over to the left. Ferguson has it out wide and in space. Delivers a cross. Has a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Now the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Abilgard. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Roma are set to end their clean sheet hoodoo. Oh, reeled, shoots!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
That's a good foot in there. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And hits one! Good strike, quite an alarm.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
He's had a shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So all square with almost no time remaining. And that's it. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. It ends all square. can you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter. A refusal to accept defeat.
Pisa didn't exactly get off to the perfect start in this competition. If anything, it was a little deflating in their opening game. Early days, of course, and any win here would enable them to change the mood entirely. Certainly they're looking to avoid defeat if possibly they can. No need for panic here. The atmosphere, one of purpose and promise. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. There's some ground already to be made up, but it is an early point in the competition, this.
Yes, Peter, but they're a long way off having to think about pressing the panic button just yet. So, as long as it hasn't hit their belief too hard, I think they can start thinking about how they're going to improve, starting, obviously, now. It's pointless looking back. This requires a more positive approach and the very real possibility that they can generate proper momentum from here. Better late than never.
And we're underway. Willian. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Sarr drives it forward. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Ki Sung-young. Robertson. And it's played forward. Tell. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Ball through needs to be good here. Willian. That intervention was very necessary. Johnson. Tell. Goes long. It's found its way to him. Tell. Can he shoot? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Johnson. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Turns and goes back. Willian! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Willian really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Out to the right. And here comes the corner. Towering header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ki Sung-young. Willian. Still waiting for the first goal. Saar. Van de Ven. Van de Ven goes looking. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Johnson. Tell. Finds himself eased off the ball. He's had a go! Ki Sung-young. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? And here's Willian. Van de Ven plays it forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Willian. And it's Willian. Ki Sung-young. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game. Chance! And yes, it's there! Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Pisa get themselves into the lead.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
Robertson. Looking for a decent ball in. He could be at Tell! And the ball's come out! Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Willian. Plays it out to the flank. Back into the middle. Willian. Well read, he sorted that out.
Pisa certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Surely this will be the last chance. Now, oh, shooting chance! They've scored! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. All square again into the dying minutes. And that will be the final act. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Pisa can take a lot from this. They were expected to be well beaten, but determination produced a very fair result.
Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. We should be up and away in a few moments with our coverage, what I'm sure will be a fascinating game. There is an added sense of drama provided by the elements, actually. The rain has once more decided to appear at this most inopportune of moments, and it is heavy rain. It does not dampen the atmosphere. The turnout here is good, the noise is very good. It remains colourful, but it could be a problem for the players, because the pitch might very quickly turn heavy. We'll see as it all plays out over the next couple of hours here. We are in the port city of Porto, and this unmistakably the Estadio do Dragão. Blue, certainly the colour. Jim, what is your interpretation of the likely formation here?
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
So it's down to business here. Facing up to last season's champions, it is a tough ask of anyone, let alone a newly promoted side.
I think they've just got to remain composed. After all, this is what it's all about. That's why they worked so hard last season to make it to the biggest stages like this and see if they've got what it takes to compete. Of course they're up against it, but you never know in football. They've got to stay calm.
Has a goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
This could fall anywhere. He's gone for it. There it is. And Cagliari take the lead. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Cagliari grab an early lead. Good start. Real chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. And here's Ki Sung-young. And a shot! And it's been taken short. Ki Sung-young. Timely intervention. Viola can hoist it clear. Going through. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. And a header! They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Cagliari grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Lucas plays it forward. Needed a better pass there. He's had that shot at goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Lucas. Viola. 2 assists to his credit already. Looking to hit the front line. Gets wrestled off the ball. And he's there to hoof it away. Pisa get it back again. 2 minutes to be added on. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Good attack on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dinner from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Adopo. Looks to bypass the midfield. He's made sure that that won't get through. Some good stubborn defending there. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
Goes for goal!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Ki Sung-young.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
Lucas. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Now the counter. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ki Sung-young. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cuts it out. Adopo. Lucas goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. Adopo. Lucas. Viola. Zortia. It's a loose ball. Has a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. So not long left in this now. Pisa have scored in each of their last 5 games, but it doesn't look now as though they'll make it to 6. Lucas drives it forward. Oh, that had to be more accurate. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's been taken straight back. Ulloa. Lucas. It's being played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Bushore. That's not going to make it. Hefty! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Pisa presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Now, power or placement? No, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And that's it. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost. Reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
These have lost their way after